Today's horoscope, Taurus October 24th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The Sun has begun its transit of your solar house, and in the weeks ahead, your primary focus turns to partnerships, negotiations, and self-expression through your relationships. You're also more sensitive to imbalances in your life now, and you may be seeking more harmony. Until November 21st, there can be epiphanies and fruitions. This month-long cycle stirs the need for both perspective and companionship. Others' plans and input are of particular importance at this stage. Your focus is more social than practical. You take more pride in finding harmony and balance in your personal environment. You are looking at things from two sides and eager to make changes to restore order to your life. Today, you're mentally active, engaged, and open to possibilities. You might connect with your passion for a project or learning endeavor. Always embrace the profound wisdom of the cosmos. By peering into each zodiac sign's planetary ruler, we can understand a great deal about how they go about pursuing love and romance. You are ruled by Venus, the goddess of pleasure, attraction, and romance. This gives you an inherent romantic nature, even if you don't put it on display right away. You may not always be the most assertive in love, but you do know how to be a valuable and affectionate partner no matter what. Harness your naturally magnetic powers and draw what you seek to you. An intuitive nudge could inspire you. When you least expect it, the universe will speak to you when the moon in Cancer will sextile Uranus retrograde in your sign. You may have had something on your mind for a while now. Maybe it is a co-worker interaction, wanting to pursue something new, or considering addressing something at your job. Regardless of what it might be, you could receive intuitive signs and signals that confirm what your course of action should be. Do not overthink these omens. Take them at face value. During the current transit, you will feel unusual and positive impulses coming up this week. New ways of doing ordinary things will motivate you to get ahead and expand your horizons. Try applying this energy to your diet by looking into healthy recipes that use ingredients you don't usually feel willing to approach. If you do, you will enjoy your meals even more. For instance, instead of meat, try making a meal with tofu. Instead of cream in your coffee, try soy milk. Don't look around you too much. What is happening inside of you is more important than outside events. The vibrations now will push you towards a desire for independence, but you will have difficulties acting on your own. You will feel attracted to everything that surrounds you but won't have the force to push ahead towards new situations and rules. This is the moment to look around you in a more detached way. Having the moon in your communication sector when the sun returns to your relationship sector today isn't the only advantage. In addition to finding Mercury, the planet of communication, already in your relationship sector, Mars is also in your communication sector. The moon gives Mars a boost as he moves into the final 12 days of his effort to overcome communication barriers. It is the moon's friendly aspect with Mercury that connects communication and relationship energies before the sun even returns. Meanwhile, while this will shift focus away from work situations and job matters, the asteroid Juno remains to address any remaining details. As the moon returns to your relationship sector today, it is not only to find Mercury, the planet of communication already here, but the moon and Mars in your communication sector. It is just as the sun turns the solar onto your relationships that the moon will move into a friendly aspect to Mercury, amplifying the massive communication support you have from the start. Daily Planetary Overview. Today's celestial influences could stir up a bit of emotional turbulence, as the sensitive moon in Cancer forms a square with Chiron, the wounded healer, retrograde in fiery Aries. At the same time, the moon also creates a harmonious sextile with Uranus retrograde in steady Taurus, introducing a spark of unpredictability. What does all this mean? You may find something from your past unexpectedly resurfacing today, a memory, an unresolved situation, or even an encounter with someone you've been avoiding. It's the kind of moment that could trigger old emotions, leaving you feeling a bit shaken or vulnerable. Let's shift our focus to something else that's brewing in the stars today, a powerful square between the Sun in Libra and Pluto in Capricorn. This aspect can feel a little uncomfortable, almost as if the universe is pushing you to confront the bigger, more significant things in your life that you might have been putting off. Let's be real, we all have those tasks or issues we'd rather avoid. Whether it's that daunting work project, a heartfelt conversation you've been delaying with someone close to you, or even a simple, yet necessary, task like organizing your personal space to clear out the mental clutter, we all have something that we know needs our attention. But here's the good news, while this energy might feel a bit intense, it's also incredibly motivating. Think of it as the universe's way of saying, it's time to stop putting things off and start making real progress. You don't have to tackle everything at once. The key is to take that first step, no matter how small. Once you get started, you'll likely feel a sense of relief and accomplishment. Remember those times when you pushed through your procrastination and finally handled something important? That feeling of satisfaction and clarity awaits you again today. Now, I'd love for you to reflect on something. Have you been avoiding anything lately that's been weighing on your mind? Maybe it's something that feels a bit daunting, but deep down you know it's important. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What's been holding you back, and how do you plan to tackle it today? Let's support each other as we navigate this transformative energy together. And speaking of transformation, Uranus retrograde in Taurus adds an element of surprise to today's mix. You might experience an unexpected breakthrough or a sudden insight that helps you see things from a new perspective. Have you ever had one of those moments where everything suddenly made sense, even though you'd been struggling with the issue for a while? That's the kind of energy Uranus brings today, an electric, almost unpredictable force that can lead to positive change if you're open to it. In fact, this might be a great day to embrace the idea of change and flexibility. While the moon's square to Chiron stirs up old wounds, Uranus is here to remind you that healing doesn't always have to follow a predictable path. Sometimes the most profound growth happens when we least expect it, when we're open to new ideas, new ways of thinking, and new approaches to life's challenges. So, if something unexpected pops up today, whether it's an opportunity or a revelation, embrace it. It could be just what you need to propel yourself forward. As the day unfolds, take a moment to consider how these energies are playing out in your own life. Are there emotional triggers or past situations coming to the surface? Are you feeling called to face something you've been avoiding? And most importantly, are you ready to react differently this time? Today is a chance to do things differently, to heal old wounds, and to make meaningful progress in areas where you felt stuck. Remember, the universe is always working in your favor, even when it presents challenges. Today's energy might feel a bit intense, but it's here to help you grow stronger, more self-aware, and more aligned with your true path. So embrace the emotional turbulence, lean into those tough conversations, and trust that by the end of the day, you'll be one step closer to the empowered, authentic version of yourself. Now, I want to hear from you. What's been coming up for you emotionally lately? Have you noticed any old patterns or situations resurfacing that need your attention? How are you planning to face them in a new way today? Let's talk about it in the comments, and support each other on this journey of growth and healing. Together, we can turn today's challenges into powerful moments of transformation.